Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Solargene. After the last episode, I had a little bit of a hiccup. I ran out of power for a couple of hours. Fortunately, my people didn't die, which was good. So I added a whole bunch more power. So I now have a lot more than what I think I need, 148% more. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on that. I also added on a maintenance room, and that allowed me to build this maintenance table and assign somebody to it. Now, there's a lot of micromanagement, so you're going to be assigning people. What I haven't done is I haven't assigned any research. Now, I've assigned the researchers to their various tables, but I haven't assigned actual research to start, so we've got to do that. And then we've also got to do the biotech area, and that's really important because we are building up on stuff that we don't want to be building up on. So that's what we're going to do, and if we need to get more people in, I think we have the facilities to be able to do that. Anyway, we've got a bit of stuff to do today, so let's get stuck in. Right, we are 9 hours away from nighttime. We have resources, although it looks like some resources we might be struggling with. The non-ferrous metals are a little low. Rare minerals also looking a little low. But we are producing things now, so in this we're producing whatever that is, and that is dirty water. So if we have a look in here, we can see that we have 82 dirty water built up. I don't know what that other item is because I haven't seen any come into the storages yet. But I suppose if we go to buy, maybe we'll see it? No, maybe it's something that gets used somewhere else. Anyway, we are getting it. So let's get out of there and let's get some research started. So let's see what's going to be important. Biorepository will store data on the genetic material of known living beings. Right. Technology for synthesizing tissues and organs from the DNA of a specific person or creature. Interesting stuff. Development of drugs capable of targeting suppression of gene expression of specific viruses. Oh, that one sounds good. Let's add that one, so we'll research it. And then on this side, on the physics side, nanomaterials, nanoservers, I'm not sure what they are, high temperature construction materials, metamaterials, I have no idea. I'm going to go this way. It unlocks a whole bunch of things, so we'll see what happens when we get there. And then safe nuclear energy. Now that sounds pretty good. Nuclear power plants. All right, well, let's do safe nuclear energy. So we'll research that. That gives each of our researchers something to do. And soon enough, we'll see them in here. The next thing we need to build, we first of all need a corridor. So we'll stick hallways in. We'll give that a bit of space. And then we're going to go to biotechnology. I'm going to build this out, leave a hallway to it. I don't know how big this has to be, so I'm going to go with 6. And I've left room for expansion. So we can close that. Let's add a door. Pop a glass door on there. And then we'll click on this. And then we've got items that we can put in here. Water purification station. Perfect. That'll sort out the dirty water. Oh, it's big. An intersection with walls or low ceilings. So this needs to be double volume. Organic waste. That doesn't need to be double volume. It's also really big though. Okay, well, we are going to be building up. So let's put this one over there and finish the arrangement and then go up. We're going to go out first because that machine was pretty big, and then up. Now, if you're putting the same item on top, the same room type on top, right, I ran out of resources. So yeah, if you're putting the same room item on top, it will make it double volume automatically, which is why in the previous episode, my hallways became double volume. Anyway, let's see if I can get that machine in, or do I have to do something else? Well, I'm out of resources for it anyway, yep. So, time to go and place an order. So, logistics buy, this is the one that we're out of, so I'll just grab 1,000 of those. We still got 726 here. This could use a top up. I'll add a bit, we'll make this trip worthwhile. We have lots of water. We could maybe top up the rations. We'll just add a little bit more. We have 440 medicine. Now, I don't know how fast we go through medicine, but I'm going to leave that. And as you can see, I am collecting CO2. That's from people breathing. So hopefully I'll be able to sort that out. Water, I've got a lot, but we're going to be doing recycling of water. So that's I won't have to order it that much. Anyway, that is a pretty good order. Maybe I'll just get a little bit more medicine just in case. And I'm going to change this because we use a lot of the steel. I'm going to make that 2,000. And maybe I'll do the same with this one. Now, if you use the slider, you're limited to 1,000, but you can type in the number that you want. Okay, that looks good. So let's order. And we'll wait for that shipment to come in. Okay, so this is turning waste into that liquid, which I don't know what it is yet. But we can assign staff, and I only have one person to assign to this biolab, and they're going to do recycling and fabric growing. Perfect. Now, I think our focus is on recycling. That's organic waste recycling and water purification, which I assume is also recycling of sorts. But it does look like we need, is that coal to recycle the water? Let's go and have a look. Yeah, carbon. And I'm not mining for carbon. So I'm going to have to place an order for that too. I didn't check. Oh, what the heck? We'll get a ton of it. All right, that'll bring in another shuttle. But I think our first big shuttle arrived. So let's do some stairs. And the stairs. Oh, it won't let me build the stairs over there. Oh no, we don't need stairs. What am I saying? We need the water purification. And oh, I think I can fit it in here without having to build on more. Cool, we'll put it in. And finish that arrangement. I'm going to just finish this building though. So we'll grab those extra bits and stick them in over here. And there we go. That's working. And we have our worker in here doing what they need to do. Excellent. So right now we don't have any complaints from our staff. Everyone is pretty happy. I did need to add a few bits and pieces in various places, like in this leisure area, just to increase happiness. But I think I got it all right. Everyone's working, everyone's happy. This dude is working, he's fine. But yeah, they go through cycles where their hunger builds up, their fatigue builds up, their hygiene drops. So you want the health, morale, and hygiene to be pretty high. And then fatigue, they'll go to sleep and that'll get fixed. Hunger, they'll go and eat. And like you can see here, this is getting fixed. So very good. Everyone's happy. And the dirty water that is being produced by the people using the water and also by this machine that's digging up dirty water will get recycled. I'm going to move this big tank though, and I'm going to put it out of here. Yeah, just like that. Because I might want to do something more over on this side. My base isn't very organized. I've got sleeping areas all over the place. But it's okay. I've got everything that I need, and I don't think we're that limited on space. One thing you need to note when you are employing people is watch their required comfort level. This guy's on 17. Now that will increase as he levels up, as he improves on his skills. This person has a comfort requirement of 89. That's really high. So you need to make sure that your base has got the facilities to keep them happy. There's one with 94. Fortunately, my comfort's at 99, so we're okay. Yeah, and this person needs 99. Anyway, we are apparently doing research, I think. Yep. There they go. There's our research people working their butts off. And we are researching composite nanomaterials, safe nuclear energy, RNA interference, scientific equipment, 889%. I think I may have too much of that. I wasn't sure how many to put in. But we are getting 0.002 biology per day. Yeah, it's not great. But that'll pick up as our people level up as well. Anyway, it's nighttime. We have enough power. And our battery charge is still going up because it is daytime. Excellent. So we have a massive amount of battery capacity. It just takes a really long time to charge up. But that's fine. It'll become more and more every day. Now there's also a living room. Where was that? What have I got over here? Relax. Okay, so I haven't built a living room yet. So maybe I should do that. That'll keep people happy. But what I'd like to do, I'll put it next to this. Because I would like to have a corridor going down here and then... Or maybe a corridor going down here and have some more accommodation available for people. So, spacious living room. That's the spacious living room. And what can we put in there? Oh, so it's another place for beds. For extra comfort. Small lockers. All right, well, I suppose we could do that. Oh, so this is like another type of bedroom. This is for spillover people. So I'll put a few lockers in. You never know. We'll get some beds in here. Might be good. And what else have we got? Personal belongings in closets. So what I'll do, I'll use them as a bit of a barrier to split the room in two. Personal belongings. Yep, we can squeeze them in next to the beds. Cool. Side tables. Table. We can have a table. And I should put a door in this place. But I think for now, that should be fine. That's 120 out of 120 comfort per person. My gosh. Alright, let's stick that door in. There we go. So that looks quite nice. Anyway, so I do plan to bring more people in because we're going to expand things. Now, even though our medical facility is hidden underneath here, people are assigned. So we've got 2 staff, the 2 doctors, and the temperature's good, everything's happy there. Now we've got 1 person unhappy because they're not comfortable, and that would be this guy with the red hatching behind him. Oh, and he wants... Oh boy, he's going to be a problem. He wants more comfort. I will probably need to expand this lounge out, the relax area. So let's do that. We'll give it a couple more blocks out in this direction so I can add more items into it. Throw in a table with lighting, maybe 2. A little bit more of this wall deco. Shove it over there. And it looks like he's happy again. There's an aquarium that we can pop in here. A little half-round aquarium. Oh, I can put it back to back with these, can't I? Nah, that's not the same size. Alright, we can just pop that over there. And finish that arrangement, and he's happy again. Good, things are moving. How are we doing on our stock levels? We've got coal now, so the water is being made, although we are not making it very well. We have dropped quite a bit. We were at 2,000, we've used over 500. Lots of steel, we've got polymers. Okay, dirty water, we've got some. Bio waste, we've got some. We have seeds. The food rations are lasting, medicines are fine. It's all good. Yeah, we need to get a production area going. And I think that production area, I'm going to give it its own airlock. And I'm going to give it its own hallway through here and have it in this area. Now mining, we are able to do a couple of others, but we haven't really got the people for it. So right now, I think we're using this one and this one. This is the one that extracts liquids. This is the one that extracts solids, hard rock. So we don't have the gas mining and we don't have the other gas mining. Okay, so there's 2 gas things. I have to see what they're all about. That uses 3 power, 100 endurance, and it produces hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and oxygen. This produces... It looks like helium. Oh, and helium is something that our collaborators are looking for. So this one needs helium-3. This uses deuterium, but I think that is probably a gas in space. I don't know if we can get that on the ground. I don't know. We'll find out. So lots of them want helium-3, so it might be a good thing to get that. So let's build one of these, and I'm going to rotate it around this way. And we're going to keep it on that line. In fact, I'm going to leave a gap, a bit of a walkway, so that much. Because I do intend making more of these and they'll kind of go backwards. And since I'm doing that, I might as well... Oh, look at this. This is tiny. We can have this, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 people with gas knowledge and then maybe another storage, because I'm not sure if gases and liquids are stored in the same thing. Well, apparently they are, because we've got water and we've got oxygen and CO2. Alright, we're okay. We have lots of capacity. Let's see what else we need. So, hallway. It's going to do a regular old hallway down this way. And then we're going to want the high-tech. So, let's put those in. And we can close that. We're going to need a door to go in. We'll just pop it over there. And close, and then let's see what machines we've got here. Nothing. Oh, we haven't unlocked them yet. Alright, well, we have the high-tech room. Oh, that's fine. Now, for this one, we could assign staff. We don't have any staff, so let's get some staff. And there's, hold on, there's someone unhappy. Oh man, this physicist guy is going nuts. We kind of have to focus on the rooms. I might need to build more bathrooms as well, because right now we've got this little shower here. And what's the comfort level like? 10 per person out of 10, that's fine. And then the shower is 20 out of 20, that's fine. This is 30 out of 30, that's maxed out as well. Wow. We'll get some more food vending machines, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's going to make him happy. Then I'll see if I can sneak in a few more things over here. That might work. We have a big aquarium sitting in the corner. He's still not happy. Maybe more seating? Yeah, something like that. Has that helped? Not really. This guy is just going to be unhappy. Yeah, it hasn't increased anything. It's still 30 out of 30. He seems to have everything that he likes. So I'm not sure exactly what to do with him. You know, maybe someone in the comments, how do I increase my comfort even more? And I thought I had more apartments than I needed. This one here is not allocated to anyone. All right, so we've got a spare. We will get a hallway down on this side, and then we'll need some apartments. I'll make the nice ones. So now we've got a spare 5. I don't think I need that many, but they will need doors. So we'll give them doors, and then we will furnish them. Let's just turn it around, and there we go. Oh, that one doesn't want to for some reason. Yep, now it does. And finish that. And then in the hallways, I think just add in a little bit of heating. Finish that arrangement. The hallway should be fine. These new bedrooms, temperature's good. Yeah, so I think maybe what I'll do is I'll make this all kind of residential that's close to the amenities, and then have extra showers and toilets down on this side. I don't know if I need them yet. No one's complaining about them specifically. And boy, also he's uncomfortable because he's been diagnosed with frostbite. Now, how are you? You're a physicist. You should be in over here. Temperature's 20 degrees. There's no reason that you should be suffering. Yeah, we're fine. Don't really understand that. Anyway, what we will do here is also add an airlock over here. Get some stairs in, and we'll give them a door. We'll make it a wide door right there. Good. And then there'll have to be another door on this side, and I don't need a wide door for that, so narrow door in there. Cool, so that's a bit of a, maybe a shorter route for people to come out to go to this area and the bio area. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's okay. But obviously we can't do anything in the high-tech room yet, and I think that is a research that we might be wanting to look at. It may be some of these machines that we're busy researching on composite nanomaterials right now. I really don't know what research is important, so I'll probably have to take some time to work it out. Not important, everything's working, and we've only got one unhappy person. Where are we cold? I'm not understanding quite where this minimum temperature is. The temperature is minus 13 in the high-tech. Oh, the high-tech. Maybe I need to just sort that out before we run into problems. So I will stick in the big one over there, finish that arrangement, and give it a moment. I'm really speeding along here, but the temperature's improving now, so that's good. And that will sort out the whole base, I think. Damn, temperature in the airlock is pretty low. Maybe I can add some heating in the hall. So we'll pop a heater over there so people get warm as soon as they walk in. Cool. Right, so the temperature warning has sort of gone. That temperature is now at 0 and improving in the high-tech room, although we're not going to really have anyone going in there yet. And I think I might have made a mistake. I saw somebody got stuck. So I'm going to move things out a little bit. Just give a little space between these sofas. Yeah, we'll leave that guy on his sofa for now. Wait, is there a thermal view of these rooms? Thermal vision. There we go. Now we can see. Yeah, everything is fine. It's all green. Except that room over there. It's not showing as green. So thermal vision off. What is going on in here? Temperature minus. Okay. There's the problem. So we'll drop one of those in there and one over there. That should sort things out. And I'll put one in the hallway over there. In time, that will repair itself. Okay, I understand now why someone was very unhappy. Right, more hallway extensions. Because I'm going to do a large shower and toilet complex. We'll start with the showers. And we'll do regular showers. So that's the showers sorted out. Now we need to get the toilet sorted. And that's that. So showers first. We're going to get a whole bunch in. Now what else is in here? There are benches. There are clothes lockers. So I'm going to bring all the showers down on this end. If I place that there, then the next one, it's going to be very tight if I do it this way. And then I'm going to lose space if I do it this way. Let's try it like this. We'll do a row of 3. Swing that around. Okay. And I'm out of material. What material am I out of? The polymers. Alright, time to do some shopping. Let's go top up on everything that we need. Water is very low. I'm going to get 2,000 there. We'll top up on refractory material. We're still fine on coal. I think we can top up on this one. That's the non-ferrous metals. That's good. That's fine. This one we can top up on. These look okay, but I'm going to get some more of them. Top that up. And a bunch of polymers. In fact, I'm going to go 1,500 on the polymers. Stack of those. Food is still okay. Medicine's still fine. That hasn't moved very much. All right, let's place our order. And we'll just have to wait for those to come in. In the meantime, am I able to build anything? Yes, I can get the heating in. So we'll get that started. And then I can do the same for the toilet side. Oh, I can't. Oh, no. Oh, let's do the doors. Can we do the doors? There and there. Right, so we have doors. Oh, energy. What the heck? I've dropped. All right, I've got enough solar panels. No, maybe I don't. Maybe I need to. Well, it is the beginning of the day. Maybe I should have more solar panels. But I don't have polymers, so I can't do them. Or maybe I can. We'll get those batteries charged a bit faster. And we'll throw 5 more. Maybe some more. Yeah, I'm out of materials. And we're back again. So that's enough to cover the consumption and charge the batteries. This is very disorganized, but I'll move things around and sort it out later. Right, thermal vision on. And that building is still not warm. Well, neither are these yet. This room is also a problem. The spacious living room. Did I not put heating in there? Doesn't look like I did. Maybe I can throw one in here. Just a little one. Or 2 small ones. There. Let's have a look in this room. Yeah, these heaters chew a bit of power. Temperature's not coming right in this room. It's still at -30. Very odd. These items are switched on. There's a door. Oh, wow. 2,400 of the dirty water, 4.8 coal. That coal's going to last forever. I got 1,000 of that. But I am concerned as to why the heating is not working in here. Anyway, I might have missed it, but maybe... Did I not place the order? Ah, man, I'm out of steel again. And the polymer didn't arrive? Wait a minute. Something's not right. Maybe I didn't place the order. I thought I had. Alright, now I'll try that again. Yes. It's not showing me a ship. Oh gosh, you know why? Because I had it paused. Now I've got 2. Well, I'm gonna have lots of resources. And that's probably why this room didn't warm up. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna warm up now. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but it is warming up. And this room is already comfortable-ish. And it looks like our first rocket is landing. Right, now that that's taken off, let's continue. So this will have to be rotated. And now we've got 6 more showers. And then we're going to need some lockers. And I think, yeah, we'll have them on that line. And more of them over here. And then what I'll do is just move these in. Give that a little bit of space. Yeah, I think people can get through there. I hope they can. And then we got lounges. We can have a couple of those. There and there and there. And then some benches. And we'll have those and the second rocket's arriving. Alright, finish that arrangement. It is more comfort per person. And it doesn't seem to have helped our guy. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, toilets. We're going to do the same kind of arrangement, but there's a lot less, so we can have more toilets. And of course, we'll make them face each other while they're sitting on the jazz. And I'm going to have to move these bottom ones. They're slightly off. That's fine. Wash basins. Now I have space for more toilets if I need to have them in. So there you go. That might be a bit close to the door. That's fine. Hand dryers. Finish that arrangement. I'm going to move wash basin over here. Right, done. And this one is 10 out of 10. Yeah, I really don't know how to get my comfort any higher than 100. Is this guy just going to be unhappy until eventually he leaves? Anyway, biotech is picking up nicely. We're up to 7 degrees. Maybe I'll stick another heater in over there just for fun. And I've got some space over here that I can put one in as well. I hope those heaters are regulated. And then this room needed a heater as well. So we can shove one in down here. There. Right, now we can have a look at our thermal vision. So this one and that one are a problem. Everything else is good. And that's because I didn't put a heater in this room. Good to know that we can rely on stuff like that. This one should be coming right. So let's just hover and have a look. Temperature is improving. Yeah, okay. So it's on track. Right, we need to hire more staff, so we'll hover over that. We're going to hire. And for now, we only need, I think, 2 people. And they need to be the mining. And I want gas mining. This guy's pretty good. Big guy. Body health 100%. Convinced. All right. He looks good. And we're just going through to see if there are any more that are good with gas. That guy's good with a lot of things. He's also very expensive. Wow, this guy's really good. Still going through. Yeah, also very expensive. But this guy's like good on liquid as well as gas. Not as good on gas. It looks like it's between these two. And this guy's going to want a lot of comfort. Yeah, he's, well, 89. It's not too bad. This guy only wants 70. Maybe he's the one. He's got other skills. And I don't think we're going to be doing asteroid mining down here. Not sure. I don't think we can. I think that's left for the space station. Yeah, what the hell? Let's get the big guy. And this guy is okay. He doesn't have much, but he can do liquids as well. And he only needs 33 comfort. And he's a big guy. So, we'll hire them. We just have to wait for them to arrive. In the meantime, our power situation looks good. Our battery charge 24k. That's better than I've had before. We need to get it night charge. Battery level at nightfall, kilowatt hours 31. Okay. 114% of the daily cycle. Okay. We're right there. Our storage is getting very full. So maybe time just to get another storeroom built. I could fit another shelf in here, so let me do that instead. Oh, that's very close to the door. But yeah, there. And now we are at 88%. Looks like we have a lot of electronics. That's fine, we're good. Our people will live. And we assume we have 2 new people. That's them. I want you. Let's see. What's the important? The big one is the important one. So let's assign staff to... This is the more experienced guy on gas. And then on this one over here, we'll give it to... Hang on. I think I chose the wrong machine. So I wanted him on the small machine and I wanted the more experienced guy on the big machine. So this is the one that's going to get the helium. I think that's helium. And this is the one that'll get the hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and oxygen. Right, good. And then we need to assign them rooms. So I've got a room available over here. Assign. And we'll give it to this dude. And then this room over here, we'll give it to the other dude. There we go. And then we're going to have to assign them to bathrooms and showers. We'll put both of them in that one. And then in the toilet, we can assign them to that toilet. And we have to assign them to the lounge and the dining area. So we'll pop them in there. And then I'm going to need... I did put an extra couple of small tables in here, so I have space for them. So we can add them into there. And I think that should work for them. They have jobs, they have the leisure, they have the toilet, bathroom, food. Okay. They are still unhappy. Oh, this guy's just unhappy. It's only him. The others are all happy. The research is going super slow. Wow. I'm going to have to figure out how to increase that. maybe more researchers, maybe more of these machines, although it's saying that we've got a lot of capacity, like scientific equipment, computer servers. Well, we got plenty. It's just that it's slow. Maybe that's just how it is. And we just have to wait for research to happen and then build up everything else. Well, the guys are going out. They are doing stuff. So what do we have in our storage? Have we started getting helium-3 in? No, not yet. But then we are working with like basic mining equipment. In fact, maybe I don't even have helium in this area or on this planet. I didn't even think about that. That could be a thing. Anyway, temperatures are all good in all the rooms. Everything is happy. See, now this one's showing me that it's producing carbon dioxide. Or maybe is that the carbon dioxide I have in storage? I don't know, because this is not producing any helium. This is not producing anything at the moment, but I know that we were getting dirty water from here. Or maybe we weren't. This one, that's ice. That's something I shouldn't have in stock, but I have. So maybe it's gathering goods. No idea. There's a steep learning curve to this game. So lots of experimenting and playing around. Yeah, this is definitely showing production. Because I don't have ice, and I've got a lot more than 42 of those non-ferrous metals. So we are getting a lot of iron. And that's great because we can turn that into steel. We're not getting any carbon though. So I'm assuming that we're going to need carbon to turn the iron into steel. We're getting quite a lot of stuff in. I think I'm probably going to need some more solid storage soon. Well, it turns out that I need to go into the medical bay and put in a space sickness little spot. And it's kind of difficult when I built on top. So let's see if we can squeeze it in over here. Ooh, this is a big thing. And it's not letting me build it in here. Low ceiling. Oh no. Okay, well here's the thing. Don't build on top of other things. Because I got a couple of people with space sickness. So I'm going to have to move. And I'm going to try and move that over as far as possible. So there. And then move this heater. Oh jeez, I've lost it. I'll just put the heater in this corner. And then the centrifuge for space sickness. Do I need a higher room? It looks like it. Oh no. Other objects are blocking. I wonder what that is. Yeah, you see, it's kind of hard to tell. It's not a double volume type thing. Move away from the door. Low ceiling or wall. Oh boy. I'm going to have to pause this while I try and figure this out. I don't want people dying. Yeah, it's not a ceiling thing. It's a size thing. Alright, I think I know what I need to do here, and that means I'm going to need to move this airlock. So let's let this guy leave, and then we can bin this one, and that stair, and then I'm going to expand the medical facility. We can put that airlock back in over here, get some doors. So big door on this side, and small door here, and then hop in here and let's see if we can fit that centrifuge in. I might need to... Okay, that corridor was coming to an end. Maybe this does need double volume. Alright, well, I can do double volume now because I brought it out a bit. So we'll stick up there, then go back in. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's turn it that way and drop it in right over there. Finish the arrangement. And then I can hopefully get these two people sorted. This guy got frostbite. I think most of them got frostbite from that little power failure we had. Space sickness 21%. And this person, space sickness 21%. Yeah, I must just check how to solve frostbite. What can we use for frostbite? Not infectious disease. Burns and frostbite. Surgical table, but that's what I've got, isn't it? Isn't that a surgical table? I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe another one. Well, we can put one in, so why not? Let's do it. Finish the arrangement. Ah, not quite right. I'll just move it over so it lines up. Right there. Alright. Well, hopefully the two doctors are able to do it. Neither of these are doctors, are they? No. And no. Okay, so that's fine. This guy I'm still struggling with. Comfort is an issue. I don't know. I just haven't figured out a way to improve the comfort. Now, let's have a look at our important resources. Water, we got lots. Rations, we've got lots. Medicine, we've got lots. And there's little arrows to say when things are going up and down. Okay, so that item is hydrocarbons that we are mining. So we are getting some of that in stock. And the only one that's going down currently is the water, which we have plenty of. Good. Now, do I have to assign people to the medical bay? That's a thing. Assign staff. We've got the staff. Patients. No, that'll tell me if they're patients in the hospital. Well, I suppose we could just put them all as patients. Maybe that will solve that problem. I am not sure. It kind of makes sense. Let's see if that works. Maybe that'll fix the frostbite issue up. I just didn't assign them to use this medical room. And it's only 19 degrees, so maybe throw in another heater in here. Let's see if people start arriving. Yep, there we go. There's our first person. And that is Ajit, and he is getting treatment, if we can find a doctor. There's someone else coming in. Here comes the doctor, and this is for the space sickness. So hopefully that percentage starts going down. All right, finished now? All right, well, you're just going to lie there, are you? This dude over here, he had 28% frostbite. He's busy getting treatment. Looks like this guy's just going to lie here until something happens. He's still got space sickness, but he's getting treatment. So, yep, the warning is not there anymore. It's only our one uncomfortable dude. All right, well, that's how the hospital works. You actually have to assign people to go as patients to the hospital. Cool. So maybe I'll eventually get everyone's frostbite sorted out. And I'm going to move a couple of people out of the small bathroom. I've already moved one. I moved this guy, the guy that is uncomfortable. So I'll move them out of that bathroom. And hopefully the numbers are the same on the shower or the order. So I'll move those two out. And then I'll go to the new showers, assign staff, and it'll be those two. And then close and go to the toilet. Assign those two. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that it's staff. I don't know if you have to assign them as toilet users or cleaners. I have no idea. But if you don't assign them, then unfortunately they don't go to the toilet. Not as far as I could tell anyway. All right, I'm going to try something with our uncomfortable guy. He's at 99. He needs 103 comfort. I'm going to go to his apartment by clicking on the little apartment button, and I am going to unassign him, and then I'm going to go to this comfortable living quarters over here and assign him to there. Ah, there we go. All right, well, that definitely worked. So he prefers to be in this living quarters than in his own private room. Interesting. Anyway, now I've got no complaints from anyone. How are we doing over here? This dude... Space sickness, did it come down? No idea. This person's frostbite hasn't changed, or this is a new person? No, I think it's the same person. Alright, well, something's happening at least. We only have 2 doctors. I wonder if we needed more. I suppose once the people are all fixed up, we don't need the doctors as often. So it's fine. I think I'm wasting this guy because there is 0 helium coming out of this. I don't think that this is a helium planet. Or maybe the wrong position on the planet. We're getting lots of CO2 though. This guy is also, well, he does produce from time to time. Maybe it's just not showing because he isn't currently producing it. But this one is producing quite a lot. Anyway, hopefully I can get all their health sorted out. We need the health to be really good. Oh, look, he doesn't have space sickness anymore. Is that right? Yes. Oh, look at that. I think he's cured. Yeah. Awesome. And then this person... also got space sickness, but currently being treated for frostbite. And that percentage hasn't changed. We'll see what happens. Maybe it just needs time. So we'll speed time on a bit and keep an eye on things. Alright, so new problems have popped up. Cannot pass, wants to sleep, not accessible to staff. Where are we now? Who are we talking about? This dude. That's him. Oh, I think maybe I need a ladder over here because I didn't put one in. And I've kind of messed this up. I'm going to do that and put a door over here. Now, maybe that'll help. Can I delete doors? Let's see. Yeah, dismantle door. That one. Sweet. But now he's going inside that way anyway. Let's see if he figures things out. I think I might see his problem. He can't get into this room because it looks like the door's in the wrong place. I'm going to remove this and rebuild it there. I have to do the same over here. Looks like I did it all the way across. Damn, all these new rooms. Alright, that's why you keep an eye. And after turning things around, somehow they're able to squeeze through this little gap. They wouldn't let me put it down any other way other than that. The door placement is an issue. It's fine if it's on that side, but I don't know how to switch them. Anyway, there wasn't anyone in these rooms, so let me play and see if I can figure that one out. So if we remove the door from here, and we go to place a door, place it like that, the door goes on that side automatically. Not what I wanted. So remove the door, and then place a door, but then rotate. Yep, that worked. Alright, then I'm going to have to just rearrange these ones once I have removed the doors. And then we can put the doors back, rotate, and there. Nice. So we can close that now, and delete the interiors. Yes, just like that. Oop, cancel, dismantle that, yes. And we can go into the room, get the fancy one, make sure that we've got it the right way, like that, and that, and that. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, I have no idea, but it pulled me all the way over there for no apparent reason. So we'll rotate that to there and finish the arrangement. There you go. Okay, I could do it with all the others. Maybe I will, but that certainly looks a lot better. So you can rotate, you have control over which side the door is on. And just to be sure, if I click in this room, assign staff, there's no one to assign. Okay, good. So everyone is assigned rooms. And why the heck are you sleeping out on a bench, dude? You actually have a room. I'm sure you're assigned to this one. Yeah, there you are. Alright, weird. Well, his fatigue is being sorted out. His health is good. Alright, well, he's fine. I'm sure eventually he'll find his way to his bedroom. This dude is still being treated for space sickness. Weird. Alright, we'll speed things up and see what else goes wrong. Well, the good news is, this lady, her frostbite has gone down from 28 to 24, so her treatment is working. And currently, both the doctors are here and they're doing their thing. Wonderful. Just to check on temperatures, everything is good. Oh, it's 25 degrees outside. Interesting. Wait, this area here is a little bit blue. Go and have a look at why that is. 13. Alright, well, maybe a better heater in here? We'll just pop it over there. Could be because it's double volume, and that temperature is now going up. Good. And we're at 20 degrees. Perfect. And our guy is cured of his space sickness. Right, what have we got now? Pause. Cannot pass. Now this is the fussy guy again. Cannot pass. Where? Okay, so he's got doors. Show unreachable. What's unreachable? That. Okay, well now nothing's unreachable. He just wants to sleep. So he should sleep then. Not sure what his problem is there. Man, this dude is a pain in the bum. Right, 920,000 if I sell hydrocarbons. And I need 1,300 hydrocarbons. How many do I have? Let's go and have a look in our storage. I have a total of 1. That's not going to work. So, yeah, that's out. We're 11% on the research. Okay, I'm going to have to figure the research out because that's going way slower than it should. Maybe, if I put some more of these things in, increases efficiency of research, increases efficiency of research. They're both exactly the same, they just take slightly different materials. So let's do another 8 of these. We'll just shove them in, and then maybe servers as well. So we'll finish that. We'll go over here, servers. Oh, I messed that up. Let's just move these into a correct position. And then we can squeeze one more in over here. There. I'm not sure I have them pointing in the right direction, but I don't think it matters. We have, wow, 9,000. It's fluctuating, but we have enough of whatever the heck these are. It's just that research is very, very slow. Alright, Sita has been cured of her frostbite. she's going to need to get sorted out on space sickness as well. And that should sort out her health. While we are looking at that, how much medicine do we have? Medicines have dropped. So, time to place an order. And just because of all the hassles, I'm going to get a lot of medicine and then top up on everything else that I might need. And we do have a lot of everything. Water's still good too. We're fine there. Don't need any of that. The carbon dioxide is building up. And I'm going to have to find something to use that on. I'm sure we'll come across that eventually. We could get a little more electronic. I'll just grab a little more food. Otherwise, everything else looks strong. Let's order. Yes. And this dude is still having trouble finding a place to sleep. Maybe I need to, I don't know, give this a little bit of extra space. Okay, I think maybe I have fixed it. Yes. Good, his fatigue is now dropping. His morale is low. I think that's just because he was having a bit of trouble reaching his spot. But his comfort's good. Lots of little mistakes. I needed to space these out a little bit more. But it looks like that's fixed. Yeah, I do think that I'm barking up the wrong tree with this helium-3 mine. We'll have to figure that out. It looks like this one's going to wait until I got 2,400 dirty water. And then it'll grab a bit of coal and turn that into a whole bunch of clean water. This one, 960 food waste. And that will create 144 hydrocarbons. Yeah, it's very cold outside now, minus 81 Celsius. That will definitely cause some shrinkage. But it looks like we do have all our people happy. We have a couple of extra people today. And people are being cured of their ailments. The medicine arrived, so we do have a bunch of medicine. And I'll just have to keep an eye on that medicine level. We are going to need the carbon dioxide for photosynthesis and plant growth. That's maybe something we should look at on the research tree as well. There's going to be potentially farming, and maybe that's the thing I should have gone for. Low gravity plant adaptation, luminescent plants. Yeah, I'm doing that one, but I'm thinking maybe I should switch to this one. Yeah, and it looks like you can queue things up, so I'm going to stop researching. Apparently you don't lose your progress, although there wasn't much progress made. I'm going to try and see if we can get to farming. But we can also make meat. Now we're dealing with staff from India. Now if we were dealing with staff from other places that would only need vegetables, then that would be good. We are going to need to get this part of the tree done to keep our Indian staff very happy. But for now, I think maybe going down the food route is probably better. It looks like we unlock crops and crop-related equipment there. Oh, good progress has been made over on the composite nanomaterials. So that looks like it unlocks a bunch of machines for us. And we are moving slowly towards safe nuclear energy. I did a bit of work on the solar panels and got them all tidied up, so they're over here and out of the way. But our expansion will be in this direction and around the back and over this way. We're back into daytime. We've got lots of battery charge. That's going to build up. We have 500k battery capacity. Only at 36k. Those panels will keep it sorted out. So it's all good, and eventually we won't need that because we'll have nuclear power. But I do want to get into the farming and that kind of research. So I'm going to let this play in between episodes. Let that run and get some research sorted out. At the moment, everything is kind of running smoothly. I have some issues that I need to address, and I'll just keep an eye on the food and medicine, water, make sure that our staff are happy. Now, I've got some staff that are not allocated to anything right now, so if I was to go into this room, I can assign staff. This person is currently doing nothing, but I'll assign them to maintenance, and then later on I'll put them into the technologies. That's what they were intended for, but it looks like I can only have one here. If I take that one out, then I can do that one. No, we're only going to have one. We've got one staff member currently not assigned because I didn't know that when I built the high-tech room over here, I wouldn't have any machines to do anything with. We'll get to that. Lots of research to do. Maybe in between I'll build an orbiting space station for something. Get that working. I just want to make sure that this is all stable and the people are happy. I'm not sure if you can do automatic deliveries. So like setting up where the warehouse says once you get to a low on certain items that it would automatically order. I don't think that facility is available. Maybe it is, I don't know. But the fact that you are able to create logistics networks makes me think that that should be possible. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. It is a complex game. There's a lot to it. There's lots of micromanagement. I'm not sure if the micromanagement ever really ends. We'll have to keep an eye, and I'll have to do more checking out, make sure that we can do automatic deliveries, especially food and water and medicine. That's going to be the important stuff. And yeah, I'll get some of the research done between episodes so that we can hit the ground running in the next one. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!